Hi guys, so today for my meal for 2-3 days I'm gonna be making kind of like a salad slash fried rice, kind of without the rice, with lentils and quinoa. You can get quinoa anywhere, lentils most of the time you can get it at Walmart. I got mine from an Indian store, and for people it's just called like the masoor dal, or the football lentils, I guess. They're different kinds. There's like the one that's orange, there's like a little bit like a bigger ones, and there's like green ones. So what I did is I just took a cup of quinoa and just a cup of lentils, and I just kind of like boiled it. Excuse the mess. And you kind of have to cover it a little bit so it kind of boils, and you kind of keep boiling it until all the moisture, all the water is gone, and it just basically just becomes like a very fluffy mix. So while that's boiling, what we can do is while that is boiling, what we could do is we can kind of prep for other things, because I'm trying to use this as more of like a fried rice. So I'm just gonna cut up some vegetables like onions, or you can put whatever vegetables you like. So for my vegetable, I guess a little bit of vegetable, I just had some leftover. So I have onion. I had chicken from like yesterday. I kind of had just grilled some chicken that was marinated in salt, pepper, and soy sauce. Whatever marination you want to use, you can use that. And I had some turkey sausage left over, so I'm using that too. I'm kind of like cleaning out the fridge a little bit before the weekend. And then I also just hard-boiled an egg. If you want to put this in the fried rice, you can. If you don't want to just eat it separately, you could do that too. If you are vegetarian, what I would do is I could also substitute, chicken and everything else with, chicken and everything else with chickpeas. This is just a black chickpeas, but you can just get the normal chickpeas or the garbanzo bean, or you can use tofu if you want to, or you can also use soy chunks. I got this from the Indian store, so you can use that too. And it kind of, the thing with soy chunks is that it kind of takes the flavor of whatever you put it in. So it's just like tofu. So whatever you want to put it in, if you want to make it more of Asian, you could just put more soy sauce. If you want to be more of like a curry, you can put cumin, garam masala, and stuff like that. I also have a salsa here just in case. And I bought kimchi yesterday, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it, but I'll probably put it on the side. And I have the sriracha, which is kind of very important. Okay guys, so now the quinoa and the lentils are all done. As you can see, it's very fluffy. There's no water. You don't even have to strain it because there's no water, I just let it sit here for a while. So what I'm doing now is on the another pan, which kind of looks like a wok because I don't have any other pan, or it's in the dishwasher. Other pan, you just kind of like heat it up. I do normal heat or like medium heat. Then I just put a little bit of oil. You could put whatever oil you want. Mine is just a little bit of canola oil. It's a little bit too much oil, but sorry. So it's a little bit of oil. So you let that heat up. And while that's heating up, I can show you the spices I'm going to be using. Give me 1 second. So as I'm doing that, I have everything like ready in front of me, just in case. So I'm going to be using normal salt, the iodized salt from Walmart, whatever salt you want to use. If you want to use sea salt or kosher salt, or if you don't, if you're in a very like low sodium diet, you don't even have to use salt. You could just use a little bit of lemon. I know they have some mixtures like Mrs. Dash spice blend that doesn't use that much sodium. So you could use whatever you want to use. Other spices that I might use depending on the taste would be it's just called the Kitchen King masala. It's more of kind of like a garam masala, or just like mixture of all the masalas in there. It has so it has coriander, black pepper, cumin, turmeric, a little bit of dried onions, a little bit of dried garlic, Fennel seed has a little bit of salt too, cinnamon, and you can read the rest. You can get different mixtures at the Indian store, or even if you go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, you can get those. I also have some red chili powder, and then just additional, I just have some cumin powder too. So now that the oil is heated up, what I'm going to do, now that the oil is heated up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put everything together. If most of the time, because all my ingredients are already cooked, so I don't have to cook them separately. But if your chicken or any kind of poultry or any kind of meat, if it's not cooked, then it's not wise to cook them all together, because you don't want to cross-contaminate them. So I'm just gonna let it kind of saute it a little bit. And what I'm also gonna do in the meantime is I'm also going to take a little bit of, I don't want to use all of it at once, because I don't want to make all of it and like have the same taste every single day. So what I will do is, I should probably use a bigger spoon. So what I'll do is I'll just take a little bit of quinoa / the lentil mixture and just kind of like mix it in, just kind of like fried rice. You don't really have to kind of really cook it a lot, because all the ingredients are like cooked. So all you have to do is just kind of almost like mixing them together, like sauteing them together, and making sure that all the spices and everything goes in there. So I kind of mix it a little bit. Again, it depends on what kind of mixture you use in there. If you want to put green beans, asparagus, broccoli, like mushrooms, corn, anything you want to put, you could put in there. Just depends on your taste bud. So like I said before, the chicken was already kind of grilled yesterday, so it already has a little bit of seasoning, but I just kind of want to put a little bit more seasoning, because I didn't put any seasoning for quinoa or for the lentils, so I just want to make sure it's all mixed in. So it all depends, like I said, what you want to do. Previously I had also shown you a sriracha, which is basically just like chili and garlic. This is more of, instead of just kind of like a sriracha ketchup kind of thing that we get, this is just basically just chili paste. So I'll just use that a little bit instead of the chili powder. But if you don't have sriracha, or if you don't have chili powder, you can obviously substitute. And I'm gonna put a little bit of cumin in there. Again, goes according to your taste. And then once that happens, you can put other ingredients and other condiments in there too, because, you know, limited budget, limited time. No one has time to go get more stuff. And this is, I normally make this meal when I have kind of like random leftovers. Like, let's say if I went out and ate like a Thai food and I have like a little bit of like green curry left, and then, you know, like random things here and there in the fridge. Like a little bit of leftover from like chicken or like, you know, something. So what I do is, instead of just kind of like, you know, just randomly just eating it, I just kind of like mix it together, and it kind of becomes like, looks like a little bit of fried rice. So you can do that. If you want, you could put a little bit of soy sauce. I'm not gonna put mine, I'm not gonna put soy sauce today, but you can definitely do that. And once, okay, so I'm just going to saute it. Everything is done. Turn off the heat, and then you're ready to serve it. You're ready to eat it. You can eat that with kimchi, you can eat that with spring roll, you can eat that with whatever you want.